Hello everybody, welcome to the next episode of our Wendy Adams solo playthrough through the Forgotten Age. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday or whatever a day it is while you are watching this video. I'm Justin from Playing Board Games. I want to start by saying if you like this solo content, why don't you like the video, comment below, subscribe, all that fancy stuff to help push us up the YouTube algorithm, and it'll inspire us to make more content like this in the future. As you can see, I have my deck here. We added an extra adaptable, which I used to bring in 2 luckies and 2 resourcefuls, getting rid of the I'm out of here and quick thinkings. Then we got Test of Will, level 1, to help stop the Mythos deck from being a bully, and then a Moon to help our foot, because the foot's a very important stat to us. All right, we're in the Threads of Fate, so this one's going to be a fun time for everybody. Let's just make sure we give this a shuffle. You have 3 tasks before you and a limited amount of time before the trail goes cold. Where do you search first? As an action, we can resign. You don't want to risk taking too long, so you head to safety with the information you've gathered. 6 doom to advance. Then we got 3 act decks. Number 1, Harlan is in danger. Harlan has custody of the relic, but he believes he is being followed. The last time you heard from him, he was in the office at the university. As an objective, only investigators in Miskatonic University can spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. Missing persons. Suspecting foul play, you've decided to go to the police to enlist their help in searching for Alejandro. Objective, only investigators in Easttown can spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. And then, Trial of the Huntress. Ishtaka told you not to follow her, though you can't help but wonder what she is up to. You decide to pursue her as she heads down towards the riverside. As an objective, only investigators in Rivertown can spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. Alright, well, we have a pretty nice opening hand to start. We're just going to spend 4 resources for our first 2 actions to play both lockpicks and scavenging, which I'm going to put in my spell slot. And action number 3, we're going to investigate our location. A bit of an overkill. We have 4, 7 to 1. -2 is enough for me. We will grab this clue and go like that. All right, end of turn, we're going to draw a card and gain a resource. Find Clothes is sweet. It's stated here because there are parlay actions for this. I think after this scenario, Find Clothes are going in the bin. Okay, we have 1 of 6 Doom. Let's see what our evil card is for the turn. It is Shadowed. For some reason, I thought this was the Barkham Horror art. I was like, this isn't right. If there are no cultist enemies in play, take 1 horror and Shadowed gains Surge. Alright, well that's not really kind of you to do that. The next card is False Lead. If you have no clues, gain Surge. Okay, so we will test 3 to 4. We failed, so we're going to place a clue on our location. Get back in there. We ain't done with you yet. Alright, well in that case, action number 1. Action number 1. Yeah, I can take the time. We're going to use lockpicks on this space. Grab that clue back. Totally okay. It's a bit slow, but now this actually gives us another setup turn. We're going to move to the Miskatonic University for action number 2. We're going to save Harlan first. As an action, we get search the top 6 cards of my deck for a tome or spell card. No, thank you. With our last 2 resources, we're going to drop down a pickpocketing. Cool. So, gained a clue, moved, played pickpocketing. Gained a card and a resource. Lucky is great. We are at 2 of 6. Let us see what our evil card is. Mysterious Chanting. If there are no cultist enemies in play, search and counter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and draw it. Alright, well this is what we're scared of. There's these basic ones. Okay. Okay, well we have a plan. And that plan is actually we don't have a plan. That is better than the other ones in this deck, right? Because I remember, yeah, there's the Brotherhood Cultists, which ain't great. This guy's easy to kill if we can get a sneak attack, but I don't know when we're going to get a sneak attack. Yeah, because this guy has Hunter, which we don't want. There's a lot of enemies in this set. This one's going to be a big test of Wendy's ability, for sure. For sure. Like, could we kill this guy? We could potentially kill him with, like, Wendy's amulet and Lucky. So honestly, let's grab him. I think he is the right choice here. So then Harlan's got to wait. And I think what we need to do is we just need to, like, make sure we're doing things as best we can. So let us move in here for action number 2. Spend 5 resources, gain 2 clues from the token pool, group limit once per game. Hello, sir. Action number 2, we're going to fight this guy at 3 all, and I'm going to use Wendy's amulet. -1, I will use Lucky, because there is 1 doom on an enemy, to defeat him. So that was action 1 and action 2. We'll pick the lock of where we are here. We have 7 to 3. 7 to 3, so we are up 2, so we actually can scavenge. So we are going to grab the Wendy's amulet and put it into our hand. And gain a clue at the same time. All right, so we moved, attacked, investigated. Let's draw a card and gain a resource. Oh, speak of the devil and he shall appear. All right, we're at 3 of 6 doom. Brotherhood Cultist. Not great. Not great. Action number 1, we're going to evade this guy at 4 to 2. I'll discard Fine Clothes to draw another token. Oh, okay. Sure. All right, well, he doesn't have Alert, so we'll just evade him again at 4 to 2. Sweet, we'll draw a card. Oh, sick. That's awesome. And then action 3, I'll investigate my location. We'll go at 7 to 3 again. Dude, we will return an item, which I think is just Lucky Clothes, but we will gain a clue from our location. All right, we'll draw a card and gain a resource because we evaded, and investigated. Ooh, dude, resourceful, sick. Hello, sir. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. All right, we are at 4 of 6 doom, but I think we're doing okay. We just want to not draw enemies. Peril, test bring 3. If you fail, take 1 damage in horror. For each deck the investigator is completed, this gets +1 difficulty. Dude, like, this card's actually, like, fuck you design, but it's really good. We'll use Wendy's amulet on this test, so we are 6 to 3. -2 is enough for me. We will get rid of you. Okay, so we could try to fight this guy. Probably the sooner we do it, the better. However, I kind of want to also, like, evade him and use this resourceful. So we're going to evade this guy at 5 to 2. That is enough for me, and we get to return a survivor card, and I'm going to choose Lucky. And we're going to draw a card with pickpocketing. Hey, Pete! Super glad you showed up. All right, so that was action 1. Action 2, we're going to move into the Miskatonic University and spend 2 of our clues for Harlan is in danger. Hey, Harlan, how's it going? Put him into play in Easttown. As an action, we can discard the top 3 cards of our deck to parlay. If you try to snap him out of his days, place 1. If you succeed, place 1 clue on him. So we moved. So we evaded. We moved. Our final action is going to be an investigate. We're only up 3. So let's go. -2. So we will break one of our picks, but we will gain a clue from this location. All right, end of turn, we'll gain cards and resources. This guy will stand up. The card we drew was a resourceful. That is awesome. We are at 5 of 6 doom, and we just want to, once again, hope for no enemy. What did I say? Any empty location. Grab a clue. We were going to put him here. All right, well, action number 1, we play Pete. Action number 2, That's going to get rid of him anyway. That's actually probably the perfect time to draw this guy. Action number 2, we're going to investigate at 8 to 4. I will... Yeah, well, you know what? No, because we'll just get a resourceful back. Yeah, we'll go 8 to 4. Sick. We will gain a clue. And I can return Wendy's amulet to my hand. That was action 1 and 2. Action 3, we're going to move back down to Rivertown. Enemy phase, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So this guy's going to come over here. We're going to draw cards and gain resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. All right, this advances. I'm going to just leave this doom on him because he's going to get another one anyway. The town is bustling as noon comes and goes. University students travel from class to class. Business people take breaks from their busy office lives. And in Easttown, Velma's diner is abuzz with the lunch rush. Despite this veil of normality, the curtain has been lifted. You see this town for what it really is, an endless mire of secrets. Shuffle this into that. And if there are only 2 act decks, place 1 Doom on Agenda 2A as it is revealed. I am not going to do that. Okay. Well, we want the resources from this. So... Interesting. We probably want upgraded pickpocketing for our next upgrades, I would wager. So realistically, like, best case scenario, I'm going to complete 2 of these objectives. I think 1 is, like, I'm happy with, like, if I get 1, I'm going to be great. Realistically, like, 2 is what I should be aiming for. But if I only get 1, I'm going to be like, Roger Dodger, let's go to get my butt kicked in a Boundary Beyond, right? Okay, well, action 1. All right, action 1, we move in here. Action 2, we evade this man at 5 to 2. Cool. We'll draw a card. Oh, I guess I should reveal my location, huh? While you're in Easttown, reduce the cost of each ally asset you play by 2. How dare I, first off? So this guy's evaded. So we moved, we evaded, I have 1 action left. I should have spent my clues. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we spent 2. No, we should not have spent our clues. All right, well, we're going to, while we're here, missing persons, because we can investigate Easttown. Arkham Police Station. Put Arkham Police Station into play. Easttown is connected to Arkham Police Station. As an action, we can search the top 6 cards of our deck for a weapon card and add it to our hand. Ain't gonna happen, I'll tell you that right now, game. Only investigators in the Arkham Police Station can spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. Okay. You know what? We're just going to actually parlay with him. So we moved, we evaded, we have 1 action left. We're just going to parlay with the guy. We'll discard the top 3 cards of our deck. 1, 2, 3. Eat it. And then we investigate this guy at 5 to 4. I'll use an unexpected courage to make it 7 to 4. -2 is enough. Place 1 clue, and then when there are no, we must immediately advance. Harlan, no! What a twist. I honestly forgot that was a thing. Okay, so switch this card with the bystander version or remove that version from the game. Attach the set-aside Relic of Ages to an advanced attack 3A. Recover the relic. If the enemy the relic is attached to leaves play, we advance. All right, well, he's gonna punch me a bit. That's unfortunate. We just know Relic's holding, Harlan is holding that. Okay, well this definitely slows things down a bit. I should have waited one turn, but what can you do, right? What can you do? He's going to attack me. He's going to hit Pete and then me for 1 meat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to draw a card, then we must discard a card. I'll discard not the wing in it. We'll discard the scavenging. All right, we are at 2. This guy's also with me. And then this guy goes here. So this is going to be some painful coming up, a couple of turns coming up here. We gain a resource as well. Okay. Evil card. And we're at 1. And then this guy will have 1 more doom on him. False lead. If you have no clues, false lead gains surge. All right, then we're going to test 3 to 4. For each point you fail by, place a clue on your location. All right. I'll discard a card to draw another one. I'd rather not put 2. Like, failing by 1's pretty nice. All right, well, we lose our clues anyway. That slows us down quite a bit, but luckily this ain't a victory location, so we could just be like, see you later, alligator. Okay, action number 1. We're going to try to evade Harlan. So we have 5 to 3. We really want to succeed by a lot more, so we're going to put in this stuff. We're going to be at 9 to 3. -2 is enough. We succeeded, so we succeeded by 4, which is after you successfully evade him by a 3 or more, we get to add him to the victory display. That's 1 problem solved. If the enemy, the relic is attached to leaves play, we advance. If it's attached, excuse me? Oh, sorry, there's 2 of these heroes. Like, that's not right. All right, let's go there. Zoop. If it was attached to Harlan Ernstone, Harlan snaps out of his daze and collapses, holding his head in pain. What was I? Dash. His eyes widen and he realizes what he has done. He pulls the relic out of his coat, offering it to you. Take it, he says. You can keep it safer than I can. The investigator nearest to Harlan Ernstone's location takes control of the Relic of Ages. Remove the remainder of the Act A-B deck from the game. If another Act card is in play, continue playing. Otherwise, R1. All right, one of our missions, we're doing good. Okay, action number 2. Thank you, this is now mine. Action number 2, we're going to evade this guy at 5 to 2. Woo! We discard a card to draw another token, please. Much better! And then we're going to spend 2 resources to sneak attack this guy to deal 2 damage to him. So that was, we evaded, and we stabbed. Enemy phase, this guy's going to come in here. Pete heals 1, and then he gets zapped again. Well, I guess I should draw a card when I did that. Lucky Rabbit's Foot is sweet. Okay. We get to gain a resource and draw a card. We should be at 1. All right, we are at 2 of 6, and our evil card for the turn is, I would love to see a test of will, please. An Acolyte. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. But I mean, realistically, this just means we've lost a turn. Realistically, that's what that means. Okay. Action number 1. Let's evade this guy at 5 to 2. Oh, I would like to do this. So we're going to discard. I mean, I also could kill this guy. We don't have the resources. We're going to discard Rabbit's Foot to do that again. -1. He is evaded. We will draw a card. All right, action number 2, we're going to move into here. We just got to do this at the police station, right? Cool. We are going to spend 1 resource to play the Winging It from our discard pile. So the Shroud is now 2, so we are 3 to 2. I will go 4 to 2, I think. We'll do it. We'll go 4 to 2. +1. So not only do we get a scavenge, but we get 2 clues from our location. This gets shuffled into our deck, but we also get to return this to our hand. And it's a bit weird, but I am going to return the Resourceful to my hand. We can get the Lucky Rabbit's Foot back another way. So we evaded, we moved, we investigated for our last action, but we will spend the clues here to advance. We will spend the 2 clues so we don't lose them and lose, you know, tempo because of that. None of the police officers have seen Alejandro, and they don't seem to interested in helping you find him. Dude, I don't blame you. It's only been a couple of days, he'll turn up, they say. They give excuses, trying to avoid filling out a report. Finally, just as you're about to leave in frustration, a homeless man being held for disorderly conduct grabs your elbow. I saw him, he drawls. The man you described. I saw him in the sky, carried in its clutches. He describes a faceless winged creature while the officers nearby chuckle and roll their eyes. The man is clearly drunk, but could it be he's telling the truth? Search the encounter deck and discard pile in victory for a hunting night gaunt and spawn it in the location farthest from all investigators. Heal all damage from each hunting night gaunt in play. Attach the set-aside Alejandro Vela to the hunting night gaunt farthest from all investigators. If I have to kill this guy, like, sorry, Alejandro. If the enemy he's attached to leaves play, we advance. Alejandro, you really had to do me dirty like that, huh? It couldn't have been like a quest, a scenario, one that I could have just solved another way? You really had to just do me dirty like that. So this guy has 6 health. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So he's up here. Okay. So what's our course of action here? Like, realistically, we could draw another backstab and then we could kill it. Like, we could just dig for another backstab of these 13 cards we have left. Because that would be our only way. We could also try to go for this one. We need to just spend 2 clues in Rivertown. We can get them here pretty easily. But those are all our actions because we moved. We evaded, we moved, and we investigated. So that is our turn. So we will draw cards and gain resources. So you're telling me there's a chance, is what I'm hearing. Is what I'm hearing from all this. The thing is, we need a lot of resources to make this work, and we ain't really gonna be like... It's really gonna... It's a lot of resources. 6 resources. All right, we're just gonna... We know this guy's attached to Alejandro. We know that. We can just resign from anywhere. All right, well, we need our evil card. And we need to take the Doom up as well. Test, so we'll go 5 to 4. You know what? I'll get another token, please. Much better. Thank you for that game. Thank you. Okay, so this is a bit strange, but I'm just gonna gain 3 resources. Enemy phase, this guy's gonna move in here and he is going to, Pete should be healed, Pete takes a damage, and we gain a resource and draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and then this guy comes here. Okay, but we really gotta pass those tests. But luckily we have a lot of juice to help us get there. Okay. Action number 1. Oh, no, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're at 5 of 6. Evil card is an Acolyte. Well, luckily, you know what? You can go to Velma's Diner. Oh, that's the Curiosity Shop. You can go to Velma's Diner and have a little sip of coffee. Luckily, this was going to advance anyway, and like right now the goal is just we're gonna beat the Hunting Night Gaunt and then get the F out of here. All right, action number 1, we evade this guy at 5 to 2. We're going to call that a success, and we'll draw a card. I was be like, how did I draw a wing in it when I played 2 of them and one of them is in my hand? Because it shuffles back in. Action number 2, we move in here. Action number 3, we gain a resource. Okay. You heal Pete. Enemy phase. This guy's going to come in here and engage me. He's Olin Alejandro being like, I've done it! We're going to take a meat, and then Pete's going to take the brain. And then we get to gain a resource and draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll discard resourceful, I think, because he can help with the test. We advance. Clean up the doom off these guys. He's having a coffee. He's having a good time. All right. The streets begin to empty as evening approaches. When the office buildings shut their doors, the clubs open theirs, and in places both public and hidden from view, in downtown Arkham, the Ward Theater is well lit and filled to capacity. The surrounding streets, however, are eerily quiet. Only soft footsteps from nearby alleyways hint at any sign of life, and a cold wind whistles through the air. The workday might have ended, but your work is far from over. The figures walking down the streets start to fill you with a sense of dread instead of comfort. If there are only 2 acts in play, we place 1 doom on agenda 3A as revealed, and this goes in there. Okay. Well, it's time to fight this guy. Action number 1. Let's give him the bonk. We're at 5 to 3. I will use resource. No. Yeah, we'll use resourceful and fine clothes to make it 7 to 3. All right, that's a pass. This guy will take 3 damage. He has 3 health remaining. Action number 2. We'll backstab him again. We are at 5 to 3. We'll go 7 to 3 with Wendy's amulet. -2 is enough to actually defeat this guy. All right. If the enemy attached to at least play, we advance. If Alejandro was attached to a hunting night gaunt, Alejandro collapses to the ground along with the winged creature's body. He coughs and rises to his feet, shaking. That beast! It had me in its clutches! Who knows where it was taking me? The investigator nearest the hunting night gaunt takes control of Alejandro Vela. Remove the remainder of the CD deck from the game. Well, Pete's dead. See you later, Pete, you freaking nerd. Now we just have this one, which I don't think we're going to get. We do have 5 turns left. So, like, honestly, I might just try to get victory and then resign. I think that's the course of action here. And if things go south, we just say, see you later, and resign, and everything's all right. So we have 1 action left. Let's move up here to downtown. Okay, sorry, where do we have to spend the clues for this one? Rivertown. It's here. You know what? Let's not do this then. We'll just pretend we didn't see that. And we'll investigate for our last action instead. We have 5 plus 3 is 8. Is this an ancient location? Rats. So we'll investigate at 8 to 2. -2 is enough. We are going to return our amulet to our hand before it gets sucked up by Lost and Alone. Yoink. All right, enemy phase. This guy stands up. We're going to draw a card and gain a resource. Oh, baby. We are at 2 of 6. What do we got? A locked door. The most clues without a locked door on it. Well, we're not going to use a test of will for that. Action 1, we'll try to break down this locked door at 5 to 4, 7 to 4. Locked door, no more. Action number 2, we'll investigate our location at 8 to 2. I'll discard a card to draw another token. I would really like to scavenge successfully here. Nice. We will return this amulet to our hand and gain a clue. And then for our final action, let's move into here and spend these clues. Put the black cave into play. At the end of your turn, if you're in the black cave, you must either take one horror or choose and discard 2 cards from your hand. Only investigators can spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. There must be no clues remaining on the black cave in order to advance this act. Okay. Well, this cultist punches Alejandro. This cultist comes out over here. And then we will gain cards and resources. Hey, it happened. Running out of cards, for sure. 7 cards left. I love it. All right, we're at 3 of 6. And our evil card is Conspiracy of Blood. You know, let's try to talk this guy. Let's try to talk with him. We're at 4. We'll go 5, 6 to 4. We'll be lucky to pass that. Oh, yeah, baby. To get rid of this. Honestly, right now our plan, we're going to evade. Oh, I was counting my foot from Pete. I don't have that anymore. I don't think it actually changed anything. We had like a -2 and a 0. We're going to evade this guy at 4 to 2. I'll discard my amulet to do another one. -0, that's good for me. We'll evade this guy and we'll draw a card. Action number 3, we're going to move in here. Right now, we just want to get these clues. If we can get these clues, that's good. All right, this guy's going to come in here. This guy stands up. We're going to draw a card and gain a resource. 4 of 6. Our card is Conspiracy of Blood. All right, well, action number 1, we're going to attempt to pick some locks in this black cave. We have 7 to 3. -0 is enough for us to scavenge for that, most importantly. Oh, no, we can't get this no matter what, because even if we resign here, we drop our clues. So there's no point. We're just going to resign for our last action, dropping our clue there again. Honestly, though, that was a good last little push. That was a good last little push. All right. If all investigator, you don't want to risk taking too long, so you have to get the information you've gathered. If no resolution was reached, each investigator resigned or was defeated. Resolution 1. Check the acts that were completed. If Act 3B was completed, we record that we found the missing relic. As you see, we're forging our own path as well. Hard mode, baby. Any investigator must choose to include... The card does not count. For the remainder of the campaign, anytime the owner leaves the campaign for any reason, choose another investigator, add that to their deck. I mean, honestly, actually, like, the Relic of Ages is sick in this deck because we can use it to commit for a test for 3 wild and then return it with scavenging because it is an item. So, like, we now have 2 of cards that we can loop with scavenging, which is pretty freaking sick. If, Act 3D was completed, record in your campaign log that we rescued Alejandro. We may include him in our deck, but we cannot because we are forging our own path. So instead, we gain 2 experience. If Act 3 EF is still in play, we record in your campaign log that Ishtaka is in the dark. You know what? Get out of my hand. The lead investigator earns the Expedition Journal card and may include it in his or her deck. This card does not count towards the deck size. Sorry, this is what I want. Search. I mean, that does seem good enough to put in here, so we will take it. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display, and then we earn 1 additional experience for each act card that was completed. So we gain 2 from the act cards right off the bat. 1, 2. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get an additional 4. 8 experience? Dude, that was killer. We killed it. Resupply point. It is clear now that you'll have to venture once more into the wilds before the mystery behind the Relic of Ages is solved. Each investigator has the option to choose additional supplies to add to their current supplies under each investigator's supplies. Before departing from Arkham, it might be a good idea to take a visit to St. Mary's Hospital. And 5, to remove a trauma. Each investigator may spend supply points to purchase 1 or more of the supplies below. The number of supply points available is based on the investigators in that campaign. So I get 8 supply points to divvy out. I'm going to do that between episodes because I like to, no surprise, I like to read to see what each supply does, but we really get 8? That's crazy. Holy cow. All right, well, thank you guys. That was, honestly, Threads of Fate is a great scenario. It's really good. It's really fun. I like it a lot. I hope you guys had a great time watching this video. I had a great time recording it. I'll see you guys in the next episode, which will be out next Tuesday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.